Hi everybody and welcome to Wednesday Words. So a slightly different Wednesday Words than I had planned because we're recording this on Wednesday, on the Tuesday, following the announcement that we have gone back into a full national lockdown. Now, whilst this wasn't a surprise for many people, lots of people have been expressing feelings of uncertainty and feeling out of sorts and feeling emotional. And so I thought it was really important that this Wednesday Words just reminded you about the relationship with yourself. Because we've touched on this before, but our relationship with ourselves is the thing that nurtures all the relationships around us. And we are facing really, really difficult times. And it is so understandable that people are wondering how this is leaving them. They don't understand why they're emotional. They can't put their finger on it. Clients are feeling overwhelmed. It's a new year, but it isn't actually feeling like a new year. Normally, we would be rushing forward with our plans and fresh starts and new stationery and all of those exciting things that we do. Do you do new stationery? I'm always for new stationery. But this year feels a bit like same old, same old. And we feel like, in fact, instead of a fresh start, we've gone backwards. When I did a recent mental health check-in on a couple of groups on Facebook, so many people were fluctuating as well between having days of feeling really good and days where they didn't. And I know myself that this morning I was really emotional about things. I was emotional about the impact it was having on my young son, the separation that he's having from people that are key members of his support group, like his grandparents and his older sister. And, you know, I've had clients in the office today and via Zoom who are feeling equally emotional. So I wanted to just say, you're not alone. And we are, as a species, a tribal species. And in times of challenge, it is normal for us to gather our community around us. And that is the thing that we're being restricted from doing because of the battle with the pandemic that we're in. So we're not having those support groups around us. We're not being able to have that human physical touch that we crave, and that gives us that feeling of security and brings us joy and happiness. And because of that, people are finding this even more challenging. So it's really, really important as we come into yet another lockdown in this new year of 2021, that the relationship that we have with ourselves is one that we do not feel guilty about nurturing or taking time for, that it is not selfish to have self-care. And that whilst we're looking out for everybody else and checking in and looking out to see how other people are doing, we are doing the same for ourselves. It can help sometimes to keep a mood journal, to track your emotions over a period of time. You might notice some trends. You might notice that you find the mornings more difficult and the evenings better, or vice versa. There may be certain times of the week that you find are better. It's really, a case of getting to know you as a person and to really feel, I think for me, the key term that we're going to be using a lot this year in my membership group and throughout is that of acceptance. It's accepting that there's lots of things that we can't control and that we are needing to go with the flow, and trying not to push against what's happening, but be accepting of the situation that we're in, and not in a giving in, not in a powerless way, but in a way that says, because I'm accepting of it, I can really see what my choices are. So I just wanted to remind you to stay connected to yourself, to stay connected to others in any way you can, and to understand that you're not alone in how you feel. And that's really just what I wanted to say for this short message today on Wednesday Words. I'll be back next week diving into some more questions about relationships as a whole. And if you have any questions that you'd like me to answer about relationships, either with self or others, then drop me a note and I'm happy to do a short episode on that for you. In the meantime, stay safe, take care, and I look forward to seeing you soon.